Omnichannel. Of course, customers do expect fast, flexible solutions and delivery at all times and places. How does one measure up with such expectations? What does it imply for providers? To this effect, we have to talk about Arvato SCM Solutions. Welcome to the Business Debate. Armand Farsi, does omnichannel pose a problem for traditional industries, or is it rather the opportunity for the growth of a business?
Well, it's quite both. And first off, what do we mean when we say omnichannel? Omnichannel is the attempt to bring together channels that were traditionally rather isolated and lead them towards a connected customer experience in any industry. And that's difficult when you look at the traditional IT systems, the legacies that they have, the organizations, etc. Getting to a consistent setup there is quite a big challenge that we also saw with different studies that we conducted. Yet at the same time, it is, of course, a tremendous opportunity. Just think of it from a customer perspective. If services work among different channels very consistently, that helps the customer experience overall and will then eventually benefit your business as well. Besides that, we also see purely commercial efficiency effect when you think of Unistock, for example, or also one-to-one marketing, communication and personalized messaging.
And where does the customer come in contact with Arvato SCM Solutions? It's not branded anywhere. Where are the touch points?
What we do at Arvato SCM is we provide supply chain and also e-commerce solutions for different industries. And just to make an example, we would, for example, build the entire value chain for an online shop, meaning we code the online shop, we have the warehouses, we do pick, pack and ship fulfillment, we have the contact centers, meaning call centers, and we also process online payments. And there's some statistics saying that every German on average has 8 contact points per day with Arvato without knowing it, because we act behind the scenes.
Arvato is widely diversified: automotive, high-tech, entertainment, telecommunication, consumer electronics, fashion, healthcare. How does this fit together?
Well, in the services that we bring, the value chain is quite similar regardless of the industry. It's always a customer interaction that you have, B2B or B2C, and the core structure of this value chain is quite similar, yet we are able to tailor-made and customize it for the different other industries. For example, take healthcare.
The healthcare market is extremely sensitive in contrast to most of the other markets. It's less about experience, but trust. How do you want to achieve this?
As you say correctly, trust is of foremost importance, especially in a patient relationship, because the patient is in an emotionally quite sensitive situation, and it is unacceptable to have any friction in the process of, for example, delivering medication, medical equipment, or drugs to that customer, to that patient. So we believe building that trust, complying with all the laws, restrictions, rules, requirements, etc., that is of importance, and we gained lots of experience over the years doing that.
So let's take a look at another industry. The automotive industry is the strongest one in Germany. Nevertheless, they will face dramatic changes. Do you think that this branch is able to compete with these new expectations?
Well, they are trying hard to keep up. And we work with some of the car manufacturers, especially in Germany. And what happens is, if you also look at it from an omni-channel perspective, the customer begins the customer journey nowadays online, on their smartphone, on their tablet, researching about cars, etc. Then at some point they might enter into a store, and it's not necessarily the big car dealers anymore that we know from the past, but more and more smaller formats are beginning to evolve. Look at Tesla, for example, one example, but other German car manufacturers are also going that path. We call it the digital POS, the point of sale, which is becoming more and more the point of experience, and we support these stores with content creation, with the management of the hardware, with the supply chain for the hardware, to bridge the customer experience from the online into the offline world.
It's always difficult, but let's take a look at the future. Where do you think is omnichannel in, let's say, 5 years?
Well, I think it's fair to say that the developments will continue. Customer centricity will more and more become the core for many companies, and as a matter of fact, consequently, omnichannel services or services where you reduce the friction between the channels will become reality and will become rather normal, a hygiene factor, not really a differentiator. This will bring, however, a change in IT, of course, in organizations, and eventually also opportunities to enter into a better one-to-one communication with customers, because you understand the different touch points of your customers. And let's not forget, in the end, it's about great products. However, great services, great customer experience can support a great product. And we as Arvato SCM Solutions are there for our clients to help them shaping great customer experiences.
Armand Farsi, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Join us next time at the Business Debate. Thank you.